This is me. Sexy, I know. I am on a journey to rekindle the flame of the world and banish the undead in the game Dark Souls, which released on September 22nd, 2011. I had never finished this game before. I have played it, but I never finished it until today. So let me take you on a journey of pain and despair. But first, like and subscribe, or else you will be transported to the Dark Souls universe. Let's get started. The game opens up, and we awaken in prison. What the fuck? It appears our cellmate, Dr. Disrespect's rope has given out. Fortunately for us, this brave knight up here dropped down the cell key, so we can break out. Is it breaking out if you open the door with a key? I don't know. But the real question is, why are we in jail? Well, apparently taking candy from a baby is actually more difficult than what people say.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
So now I am left to wander this messed up prison, where for whatever reason, I just have a hard-on for killing passive prisoners crying in the corner. I come across our first bonfire, I light the sexy beast, and open the door to a whole new world of opportunity. Oh, never mind, what the shit? Fuck this place, fuck this enemy, I'm just gonna sit and rot in jail. Okay, fine. I'll fight this demon. But first I need a better weapon, which I found, fortunately, as I was trying to murder a runaway prisoner.
Where you going, buddy? There's nowhere to run.
Now, let me tell you, the thing about Souls games for me is if I am not paying 100% full attention to the game, I'm lost and not found. I roamed around this part for an embarrassing amount of time until I finally found the goddamn hole in the wall that led to the guy that dropped the key to the cell for us. How we ended up in this state is beyond me. My friend, you were perfectly fine no more than 15 minutes ago. What happened? Is the asylum demon kicking your ass? Well, that sucks, bro. Thanks for the Estus flask, though. Now let me show you how it's done. I like how that one move right there takes away almost half this dude's health. But regular attacks are only doing like a small sliver. The logic ain't really adding up here, but whatever. Anyways, I stabbed Nikocado Avocado to death, and that shows him why O.J. Simpson is my #1 hero. Now that we have successfully taken on the demon warden of the prison, we can break out and live happily ever after. Unless by some unfortunate circumstance, a bird ends up flying down and picks me up and drops me off at an area where I have to fight even more enemies. But I mean, what are the chances of that happening? It's gotta be millions to one.
You have no conception of how rare that is. It is millions to one!
Imagine rotting in prison for many, many months, and after getting a golden opportunity to be able to escape, and you actually do manage to escape, you get kidnapped by a fucking bird. So initially, when I first started my playthrough, I chose the Thief class. Why? Honestly, I have zero clue. With the Thief class's stats, it appears they are primarily a magic build. They have a high attunement level, which I believe increases the amount of attunement slots available for spells. They have a high dexterity level, good for speeding up spell casting, and a high faith and intelligence for scaling towards magic weapons or spells. That's all cool, yeah. I ended up doing a strength build, which is just inevitable in these games, I swear. But yeah, I don't think at the time I was really paying attention to stats, or at least I didn't have any clue on what they all did. Because I was not planning to do a magic build whatsoever. I will tell you that. I wasn't planning to do a strength build either, but hey, strength is a fun as hell build, so it just can't resist it, man. It just happens to me, I swear. Every time I play these games, I always just end up doing a strength build, even if I'm planning on doing something else. I mean, being able to do massive damage, bro, like, oh, I'm gonna nut. Now, enough rambling about my stupid ass build. So the bird that kidnaps us drops us off at the Firelink Shrine, which is this game's safe haven, or hub, whatever you want to call it, where pretty much all the NPCs go to reside once you interact with them and whatnot. The first thing I do is start looting. After all, I did choose the Thief class, so it's only fitting for my character. I acquire a Morning Star, which I am barely strong enough to use, so I have to dual wield it to be able to actually do any damage. Now that I have a ball and a stick, I go to the cemetery because I have caught a bad case of necrophilia. So with my ball and stick, I fuck these skeletons in the ass. I stumbled down into the catacombs like the ditzy blonde bitch that I am, and upon arriving into the catacombs, the enemy starts screaming and blows up. which scared out every ounce of shit that I had in me, and I rushed back up the stairs. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that the enemy that exploded was some giant boss that I would end up later fighting in the game, but no, it was just these red skulls that fly around that are easily avoidable. But hey, that's why Dark Souls is amazing, because when playing, you never know what you may run into. I head to a location called Undead Burg, a town taken over by the ghouls from Fallout. While exploring this town, a dragon casually flies down to show his dominance, and that he rules these lands and none shall ever take him on, for they shall die. I came across a bonfire, and I made the grave mistake of only lighting it, because now you see, in Dark Souls 1, when you light a bonfire, it won't put it as your respawn point unless you rest at that bonfire, which is bullshit! I don't want to respawn all the enemies that I just committed first-degree murder on just to set a bonfire as my respawn point. It's lame. The game doesn't even tell you this, or I'm just blind, but all I saw was the game telling me that resting at a bonfire restores your HP and Estus stats. So, my bad for not knowing. Anyways, I had to deal with dying and respawning all the way back at the Firelink Shrine. Oopsies. How you are supposed to know this your first time playing is beyond me, but I guess that is one of the ways the developers like to mess with you, because they are psychopaths. I mean, who else could make a game genre like this? Totally normal, sane human being? Fuck no. Only the devil could conjure up a game like this, man. You know what? I retract that statement. Fuck you.
What do you say fuck me for?
This game is fine, but only the devil could make fucking Dark Souls 2. That's the worst game ever made. Whoever made that game is worse than EDP, Dr. Disrespect, Drake, fucking Hitler. Fuck whoever made that game. Shitty game. Okay. Got a little angry there. But don't worry, the next time I went to the bonfire, 100% rested at it for sure. Yes. What are you doing? As I make my way through Undead Burg, I come across a Black Knight. This is the guy that killed me and made me realize that I am a retard. So after he killed me, I rushed back and I had a plan to kill him this time. Now, I could choose Route A of, facing him head on and fighting him like a true man. Or I could take Route B of using my small pea-sized brain to figure out how I can get him to fall off a cliff, aka cheese the shit out of him. Which route do you think I choose? Obviously, I chose Route A. I chose Route B. So, easy peasy. I am a genius. I used my brain power to get him to die. Instead of, fighting him, That's the better way of doing it, because then you don't risk, dying. Although I did thought that I got stuck in this little location. But luckily, the developers aren't complete psychopaths and actually do give you a way out. Thanks, From Software, for applying a little lube to my booty hole. Good news, everyone. I got a new weapon. The Battle Axe, which is good as fuck for where I am in the game. I literally can one-hit the enemies. Like I'm Saitama, but if Saitama was just an average peasant who needed a weapon for power. Alright, now I can take on our second boss. These goddamn archers. These are the worst thing in every Dark Souls game. I said in my Elden Ring video that dogs were, but I was wrong. Wait, am I the only one that absolutely hates dogs in Souls games? I don't know. Okay, now let's take on this second boss. Well, fuck. Well, that did not go too well. Second try. So first we have to deal with the raw fucking From Software is giving us by killing the archers. But damn, our boy Terrorist Demon is not fucking around. He is here and he's fully erect. He's ready to party. But this time I will kill him. You kill me once, shame on you. Kill me twice, not fucking possible, buddy. GG's, Terrorist Demon. For a demon, you fought like an angel. It was quite nice. But now it's time to do some exploring. I meet a man named Solaire who really, really loves the sun. He has a whole quest line that you can follow that I don't end up doing. In fact, I don't end up doing any NPC's quest line. I'm very bad at following quest lines. Even in Elden Ring, a game that I beat 10 times, I only did Ronnie's quest line and the Volcano Manor's quest line. So if you're expecting me to do quest lines in this game, don't. I come across a bridge after talking to Solaire, and I must say, it looks very welcoming. I mean, it looks like I could just walk in and just kill these enemies and everything will be fine. I suppose possibly that dragon we saw earlier could come down and breathe fire all over it and deal a lot of damage, but I mean, that's gotta be like a very low chance of that happening, right? Like a millions to one. I mean, I'd highly doubt it.
It is millions to one!
Of course, I should have predicted it. I run down to underneath the bridge and find a ladder that creates a shortcut from the bonfire I found previously. This time I actually did rest at it, so let's go, guys. I'm getting a bit smarter. I walk up to these tower stairs only to find another Black Knight. I don't know why I went on to try and fight him. This man did more than half my health, and I did the tiniest sliver to his, but luckily God had plans for this knight that even I couldn't expect.
Huh? Holy cannoli, Batman! It appears he's been taken to the Shadow Realm.
What the fuck just happened? Why did he do that? It took this man a few minutes to, I don't know, suffocate. He just dies randomly, but, hey, free Black Knight kill. I will take it. Thanks. Very cool. You know, there's one thing that I do hate in this game, and it's these narrow-ass hallways that the game expects you to fight in. You can't attack in these unless you got a weapon that thrusts forward. If you hit the wall, you hit the wall. It cancels out your attack. Why do they put these everywhere? I don't want to fight in the most claustrophobic place on the planet. But anyways, that is not important. What is important is the fact that I got a new weapon. Yes, sir. I got the Halberd. It does 110 damage. Can I get a PogChamp in the chat, please? Because that is fucking awesome. I am the boss to the literal bosses. I will be able to take on anything. Nothing can stop me. Okay, so I may have died to the gargoyles once, but like I said earlier.
But this time I will kill him. You know, you kill me once, shame on you. Kill me twice. Now fucking possible, buddy.
Easy, motherfucking peasy, baby. That's what I'm talking about. The only reason why this boss fight has any difficulty is because you have to fight 2 gargoyles. At least this game, at least this game is not as bad as Dark Souls 2. Where they think having 3 gargoyles to fight at one time is difficulty. Literally, the worst boss fight in Dark Souls 2 is the gargoyles. That shit is pure ass. Anyways, GG's gargoyles. Now it's time to ring the first bell of 2. Bing, bong, bing, bong. So after killing the gargoyles and ringing the bell, I end up making a grave mistake. No! So apparently these Firekeeper souls that are used to upgrade your Estus Flask are meant to be given to the Firekeepers. And what I did was go into my inventory and just use it willy-nilly. So what this means is I'm retarded. After a very blunderous mistake, I meet a blacksmith named Andre. Andre gives me the power to upgrade my halberd, so now it has the ability to go straight through the enemy's assholes without any loop. Except for these guys. They can take low tier god's advice. I don't like it. After upgrading my weapon, I spend a bunch of time in the Darkroot Garden. Silly little me didn't realize at the time that basically most of this area is optional, except for this door that holds a boss that you are required to kill, because he drops an item for a later boss. I also didn't realize that there was a hidden bonfire behind this invisible wall. How the fuck are you supposed to know this if you're playing offline? Like, if you're playing online, it's easy to understand. You know, the people around the world who play the game can leave messages saying, hey, yo, invisible wall. Try tongue butthole, but right here. But, you know, I was playing offline. Why was I playing offline? Because when I first played Dark Souls 3, I learned that the hackers could go into your game and basically just delete your entire save file and have you restart the entire game. And I never wanted that to happen, so I just played pretty much every From Software game except for like Bloodborne offline. But I have now realized that the chances of that happening are like literally millions to one. I highly doubt that would ever happen. I've learned to just play online because those messages are actually insanely helpful. But yeah, at the time I was playing offline. So how are you supposed to know if you don't have internet connection? Anyway, sorry for rambling. At this point, you probably realized I'm really good at doing that. And you know, I ain't gonna stop. So deal with it. Anyways, I wasted a lot of time dying over and over again in the Darkroot Forest Garden, where the fuck you call it. I had to, I had to respawn all the way at the blacksmith and run all the way back to wherever I died because I didn't fucking know there was a bonfire. And I did all this just to fight the Moonlight Butterfly, which may be the most boring boss I have ever fought in any Dark Souls game ever. It's not hard. It's literally just tedious because you have to wait for the butterfly to fly in the air and like swoop down and then like suck the fucking wall. I don't know what it even does. And then you can attack it. Unless you have a ranged weapon, you cannot attack the butterfly when it's floating in the air. So all you have to do is just dodge its attacks, wait for it to come down to the wall, fuck it, whatever it does with it, and then just attack it. Yeah, the boss sucks, and it's completely optional. You don't need to do it unless you want this key that opens a optional door that literally is just a shortcut that I never used. So, I don't know. Pointless area. Although one thing this area did offer for me, and at least at this point in the game, was this Black Knight, who gave me the Black Knight Halberd, which is my main weapon that I ended up using throughout my entire playthrough. Fun fact also, apparently speedrunners use this weapon while speedrunning because the weapon's just that good. So, senor, how did you get this weapon? The fuck was that? Well, I gave this Black Knight over here the good old Hawk tool, which transcended him to another universe. He transcended so high, he died, and gave me the Black Knight Halberd, so thank you, brother. Yeah! So I was a bit stuck after killing the Moonlight Butterfly, so I looked up a guide to see where to go, and I guess I picked up a key a while back ago that opens up the basement door. Which is a very broad name for a key that could literally open up any door in this entire area. How the hell am I supposed to know where to, what door it opens without looking at a guide? So, yeah, I had to look up a guide, figured out what door it is, and apparently it leads to the lower parts of Undead Burg. Which, couldn't they have just named the key that? They could have just named the key Lower Undead Burg Key or some shit like that. A, it gives me an expectation on where to find the door. B, it makes it clear on what it is. But yeah, I don't know. Found it. And, you know, opened the door, climbed down a ladder that I can only assume is a Metal Gear Solid 3 reference. What a thrill. Now that we have made it to the lower part of Undead Burg, it's time for another boss fight. And just like the Gargoyle fight, the only reason why this boss has any difficulty to him at all is that he has 2 dogs with him that are annoying as shit, but are easy to kill, and so is the boss. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. First tried his ass. I ain't gonna lie, the bosses in this game are pretty easy. Like, most of them I first or second try. The only thing difficult in this game is finding out where to go. I have the attention span of a tablet kid who watches TikTok 24/7, so I can't focus on anything. If an NPC gives me a clue on a location I'm supposed to go to, I'm fucked. So after killing Cancer Demon, I head down into the sewers. I genuinely think From Software has a weird fetish for sewers, because they're in every single From Software game, I swear to God. But yeah, this place is kind of boring. The only enemy here are basically rats, and they're just annoying. That's that. They're just annoying. They come in like fucking hordes. There's like 8 of them at a time, and it's just like, ugh, I don't want to fight all these dudes, but you know, you gotta get them souls, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so you know, after committing rat genocide, I finally get to the boss fight. I love the intro of this boss fight because it's like, oh, look at this little oh shit! First try? Yeah, that was a very easy boss. I find it funny, the intro of the boss though, because to me it's hilarious to think that the developers would trick anyone into thinking that the boss would be this tiny little alligator or whatever it is. Like, nah, man, you ain't fooling nobody. I know it's gonna be bigger. Come on. Yeah, that dragon should not have been gaping, bro. Just made me easier to fuck it. Once I killed the dragon, he nicely gifted me a key, which opens the door to Blight Town. But first, we gotta upgrade my strength so I can finally use the Black Knight Halberd. Yes, sir! This weapon does, so much damage, bro. I can one-hit everything. I am Saitama. Now it's time to go into Blight Town, which sucks major ding dong.
He's trying to get in my ass!
I hate this place. It's a goddamn maze. I have no goddamn clue on where the hell I'm supposed to go. The place is just scaffolding that you have to climb down, and it's just confusing. I don't understand where I'm supposed to go. Somehow I managed to make my way down and entered the swampy area. Because, you know, it's a Souls game, you know, we need swamps in it. So, for Blight Town, I had to look up a video because I had no clue on where I was supposed to go. But apparently, there is a spider boss that I have to kill. But not just any spider boss, a spider boss with boobs. Obviously, this is the best boss in the game, absolute 10 out of 10. No boss has a top like this one. This boss actually, it was another easy boss. The only attack that sucked on this boss was its exploding attack. That after figuring out it did that, it kind of scared me a little bit. So anytime I attacked the boss, I would just run away, just hope it wouldn't explode. But yeah, I third tried this boss, killed me twice, but you know, third tried it, easy peasy. Now when do I fuck it? Now that this boss is dead, we can ring the second and final bell. Bing bong boom bong. Now we can access Sen's Fortress in the next video, where I go on an adventure to new lands where I take on the toughest of enemies. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It started running a bit long, so I'm splitting this game into 2 parts. I know I have not posted in a month, but I promise I'm getting back into making videos. I want to really improve my content, and with every new video, they are only gonna get better, hopefully. If they get worse, well, should I probably retire? But I want to try and post every single week. I don't promise that, but that is my goal, to post every week. Hopefully I can do that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this videos. I will see you sexy beasts in the next one. I love you guys. Peace out.